Shrimp test, shrimp test. Wait, no audio. Test, test. Shrimp test, shrimp test. Test, test. Shrimp test, shrimp 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 test. What? Stream starts at 9, okay? Stream starts at 9. Hey Yaf, nice to see you again, Yaf. Good to see you, good to see you. Hey Yaf, so I actually was trying a new setup, right? So I'm trying a new setup whereby I can show you the desktop stream as well. So we see how it turn out, okay? We see how it turn out. Later I change some scene, see if it work out or not. Because I'm testing now and I'll kickstart at 9 o'clock. But if it doesn't turn out well or whatever, right, then we will switch to mobile using the tripod, that one. Hey, how are you, Ayaf? How's your day today? So if I switch scene now, what will happen? Let me see. I think it looks fine. I think it looks fine. So I want to take the chance to actually, because I was figuring out, trying very hard to figure out actually the desktop streaming and then making sure that, you know, at least you have a positive experience while watching. So I somehow figured it out, so I'm able to show you all the stock market prices and my options holding as well. Then I think from there I can really do a more thorough discussion, because I think just like you, right, Yaf, and a lot of people, most of their interests are really in options trading. So hopefully this part, you know, we can work on it. Then I also want to, you know, I'm not sure if you watch this Singaporean retired at 35 CNA, the news. He fired with like only one house and he don't have anything much. So maybe we can watch the video and comment together. Let me switch scene, see how it goes.
So Colin bought an aging 3-room flat for 87,000 Singapore dollars.
Hey, no
In
sound.
2007, that was around 32 times a fresh graduate's median monthly starting salary. Today, comparable older 3-room flats can cost about twice. Colin did something unexpected when he lost his job at 35. He bought a flat with his savings. That one move did when he lost his job at 35. He bought a flat with his savings. That one move became his retirement strategy. He didn't retire expected when he lost his savings. That one move became his retirement strategy. He didn't retire expected.
Hey, great, yeah, thanks for the feedback. Okay, I was testing and it works. Okay, I think we are good to go. We can kickstart at 9 p.m. and then yeah, so I was watching this video, you know, this Singaporean retired at 35 without getting rich. So I have some comments, you know. Honestly, he looks a bit malnourished. So you know, I mean, end of the day, I do respect his decision. You know, every individual is different, ma. Some people, they are happy with living with just $10 a day, you know. But of course, some people want it more comfortable, like me. I want like at least 3K USD per month to be comfortable, just for contingency. So I think it's good that we can discuss about this video also. That I don't know lah, if I can retire at 35, right? But I have to constantly worry about spending money to pay bills or spending money for food. Wow, cannot. I rather go back and work. Okay. Okay. 9 o'clock, 9 o'clock. Hey, hi Maja. Welcome. Where were you from? Are you from my TikTok or Instagram or YouTube? Okay, anyway, we are kicking off the discussion at 9 o'clock. Options, trading, and stock. Is that my title? No? What's my title on my stream? Wait, I haven't changed my title on the stream. Did I? What's my stream title? Wait, give me a moment. I faster go and change first. Category, what streaming can choose category one. So we will start at 9 o'clock, okay? Start at 9 o'clock. Stocks, options, and money, finance, okay. How come no finance? Wait, let's talk about stock. Options, trading, finance. Cause I'm actually using this new platform, then this, you know, I'm not used to this software, so I'm trying to learn also. So please be patient with me. 9 o'clock we will start. 9 o'clock, okay? And we will keep all streams short, okay? Just 1 hour only. Because most people who watch my shorts are all say, "Aya, very busy, no time." And I know time is precious, so we will keep it to 1 hour, okay? Just 3 to 4 topics to cover, and then answer the key questions, especially options trading. And then because market going to open at 9:30, I think 9:30, because now daylight saving, which is about 30 minutes more. Then hopefully, if there's chance, we can do some live trade if the market is in our favor. And also exciting news, this week we're having Apple and Microsoft results. You know, these are my top 3 holdings, okay? Apple, Microsoft, and Alphabet. So Apple and Microsoft, I really look forward to the results this week. We will have a good discussion on that. Oh, go. People and blog. Comedy education. Yeah, I don't choose category lah, I think. Also don't know they got what, how to music news. Cause I'm new to this desktop stream, so now I'm trying to figure out which one to pick. But we will start at 9 o'clock, okay? Just 9 to 10. 9 to 10, okay? 9 to 10. Then after that, have a good rest. All of your, if you are in the US side, you're probably getting up for your market at 8:30 or 9 o'clock. A good suggestion, Yaf. Actually, I'm happy. I'm not sure, but I think YouTube will auto record the live stream. I'm not too sure. Maybe I try to figure it out. I think it's good to post the stream, right? So everyone can watch as well. So I mean, if can, I'll be happy to do that. So I see how because today is so-called official first day stream. Uh, I think YouTube auto save that time they auto save my test stream. So I think it should work. So I will post it up. Okay, I'll post it up. So I'm not sure whether I will cut the video, but maybe I'll just post the whole entire stream. Okay, maybe, well, that might be easier. Finance, stocks, options, finance, money. Okay, the category I tried education. I also don't know. Yeah, education, good. Not financial advice, please. Educational only. Don't later I lose money, come and find me, my friends. Okay, final test on the sound. Okay. I think now it's more quiet, right? Less background noise. Okay, I think we are good. Okay, 3 more minutes. 3 more minutes. We will start. 3 more minutes. Have to start. By the way, YAF71, how's your portfolio doing so far? I mean, market has been pretty much kind of like stable. I mean, there's a bit of sell now of the tech stock, but it kind of like recovered a little bit. Okay, later we can look at the live prices. So we can check out. Yeah, things like Apple, Microsoft also hovering about there. It's not like they have a huge sell down, that kind of stuff. And Nvidia also doing fine. Nvidia is how much now? Let me see. 200 plus. I remember it went up quite a bit. I closed a Nvidia position recently. I think it was a 212. Nvidia was 212. What itchy this mic. Okay, 2 more minutes, 2 minutes. I drink some water first. Final mic test. I hope there's not a lot of background noise. If there is, please let me know. Okay, it's 9 o'clock. Okay, 9 o'clock. Okay, so I don't think we should delay further, and then I think we can kickstart. Okay. Yeah. So if there's any questions, later I'll come back for sure. Okay. So we push through for 3 topics, 3 to 4 topics, 9 to 10 o'clock. Each one maybe 10 to 15 minutes to address your questions. And I know some of you message me or comment, so I hope this stream can actually answer most of your questions. Okay. So starting first stream, okay, I mean previously there was some test stream. Thank you so much for those who came in to just chit chat. Okay, but this is so-called officially first stream, okay, for Pigeon investment. Whether I will stream on TikTok or not next time, we will figure that part out. But for now, like I said, it's YouTube, okay, YouTube. Okay, let me see. Okay, let's go. Okay, so market haven't opened probably in 30 minutes, but let's just start chatting first. Okay, so today's topic is someone asked me, how did I came about to be so invested in these 3 companies, Alphabet, Microsoft, Apple. You know, what is the history behind? I know I did say a lot of good things about them, what they are good at, why am I invested in them, but how did I came about to like touch base with them? Okay, so here's the story. Okay, since long ago, I'm actually a user of these products. So back then when I want to invest in a company, right, first thing I need to understand the product. You know, if you don't use the product, then you won't know whether it's good or not. You know, you hear that say, like some random companies in the US or some REITs investment in some London, you never see them, never use them, how you know it's good or not, right? So back then, these 3 companies, right, Apple, Microsoft, Alphabet. Okay, Alphabet means Google. Okay, so I realized I constantly in touch with these 3 companies, just like many of you. Okay, I'm sure you all know how Apple works, right? Especially those who are entrenched in the ecosystem. Microsoft you use daily, right? Every day go work, send email to scold your colleague, or people come and scold you, right? Wow, your boss send you email, hey, do this, do that, do this, that. Chase for this, chase for that, never ending, keep chasing for work. So we all know we use Microsoft, Apple products. Same go for Alphabet, every day, every damn day. Google this, Google that, Google this, Google that, you know, right? Even people Google for JAV, you know. I mean, JAV stands for Jackie Chan Adult Video, okay? So you're done anyhow, my friends. Okay, so back then, these 3 companies, that was the reason why I actually, feel confident enough, because I touch base and use these products frequently. And then, back then, I foresee tech as the future. You know, I had a dream last time. No, like kidding. Back then, I had multiple dreams, okay? Tech was the future because back then, I already see that a lot of people are using email and online shopping are slowly, coming up, Amazon, that kind of stuff. But it was just the beginning. Back then, people were still using fax machine, Some people still very refuse to change to new technology, advanced tech, those kind of stuff. So I foresee that in the future, long run, right, more and more people, start to use apps. And then eventually there will come a point, everybody's life will be based on technology. So back then, I wanted to invest in tech, but you cannot predict the future. That's one very important rule when it comes to investment for me, which works out, at least it works out, okay? So you cannot predict the future. So back then, I invested in a variety of tech companies, be it like Intel. Even Intel also bought, last time, lost money holding it, AMD, Amazon, that kind. But these 3 companies, Apple, Microsoft, and Alphabet, the reason why I have such a heavy position is because of the constant usage of their product. And I personally can feel it, I'm sure you too, that these 3 companies, right, has significantly enhanced our life, make it more convenient. Really, the keyword is convenient, and people are willing to pay for convenience. Let's be honest. Nowadays, go find information. No need find books already. Last time must go library, page by page, slowly see, and then tomorrow. No ending one. So that's why I back then foresee that tech is the future, and that these three companies they are constantly delivering convenience to the consumers. And then another important is that back then these three companies they actually have proven products that bring them money. Okay, it's not like last time, I mean, especially recently, a lot of tech companies cash burning, burn cash, no products. They are not generating revenue, not even profitable. But back then, these three companies were already profitable. So the fact that they were already profitable, they were making money, their products that people are already using, they are delivering convenience, right? I was so convinced in them, and because I also use their products every single damn day. So that's why the story started back then, that I was so convinced, I have so much conviction that I told myself I'll put all my money in them back then. Okay, so that was how my story and journey started with these three companies. Okay, and fast forward today, right? They have done well, definitely, for sure, but like I said, you really cannot predict the future. That's why I buy three. So even though my favorite company was Alphabet, I didn't buy only Alphabet, because you never know, Alphabet may not turn out well. Okay, I cannot predict that back then, 5-10 years ago, how Alphabet will do very well. It may just collapse. We don't know. So that's why I diversified. I bought three companies. Okay, these three companies. So that's why with this, through these three companies, there's diversification, and there are strong companies with products I use. Very important also, solid leadership, very strong leadership. If you look at their management, good skill set, not just some random people, or they just crony. The way they run it like a crony, like they only bring in their friends, people who they know into their management level. No, they don't do that. They bring people with true capability, true capability into these three companies. So you go and read out on their leadership, their transition, all very solid. Okay, the bulk of the people are promoted from the ground up, and then they bring people with expertise from different areas into these three companies. So that's how my journey started with these three companies. Okay, because I foresee tech as the future. They were great, they were companies that actually delivering profit. Okay, very important. They actually earning money. So fast forward today, I have a significant position. So right now, update for you is that these three companies still holds about 50% of my portfolio. Alphabet holds now about, I think, 40%. Back then, got a period of time, Alphabet was 50. Then Apple and Microsoft is about 25 each. But because I felt overweight in Alphabet, and Alphabet price back then were still cheap, I think 200 plus. And then I bought a lot back then, okay, because it's 200 plus, I keep adding. But I think recently when it spiked up to 400, I told myself I would stop. And then I have been reducing my position in Alphabet for quite some time, because I want to bring up Apple and Microsoft up. Especially Microsoft, all-time high was like 400 plus, $500, and it has now synced to about 300 plus. Okay, personally, I feel Microsoft potentially a bit undervalued. I think people never really see the long-term value it could bring. And you never know. Like I said, you cannot predict the future. You don't know which tech company will come up with new products. Okay, and I believe Microsoft. Okay, let's just talk quickly about Microsoft. I know now they have things like ChatGPT, OpenAI stakes here and there. Okay, it's just a matter of time. Before they start charging. Okay, in fact, they are charging already. Okay, things like ChatGPT, AI, all these things, right? Or Copilot and stuff. Right? They are, if you understand what is tokens, tokens just mean how much tokens is required to. Tokens just means the amount of words or things they provide a response to you. Okay, it's like tokens like that. So in short, let's say you input like 500 keywords, right? Maybe they need to generate 1,000 keywords to reply your question. So those are called tokens. Just a matter of time before Microsoft start charging more. Same things, back then, cloud services, right? If things like Dropbox, Microsoft, Google Cloud, online cloud service back then were free, they were free. But after they suckered enough people in, right, into the ecosystem, they start charging. Okay, and they keep increasing price. If you realize Microsoft, I'm a OneDrive user also. Every damn year, for the past few years, I think they keep increasing price every year. And don't have much choice, to be honest, but to just pay, because it's really convenient and I'm so deeply rooted, entrenched in it. All my files are there. Imagine if I stop using, I need to transfer the files to another party, all these things. Then you see, if I go and buy hard disk, all these things, we know hard disk every now and then will fail. What, say Seagate, what, Western Digital, damn it, every 5 years the data fail, then cannot go and retrieve. Then want to retrieve a spoiled data from spoiled hard drive, right? Wow, can cost so much money. So that's why it comes to a point whereby cloud is the future. That's why I personally, not financial advice, you all don't quote me, don't call police on me, please. Hello, 911. No, Singapore is 999. Hey, this guy, Pigeon Investment, talking bird language, in Chinese or Hokkien they call it 交尾, giving financial advice, go arrest him. Hey, you all do anyhow, even though my channel name called Pigeon Investment, I don't just talk bird language, okay, 交尾, okay. In English term, it just means talk shit, okay. So no, don't quote me on that. I'm not a financial advisor, please, okay. So personally, I feel Microsoft is really overlooked. It has dropped like 20% from its all-time high. Okay, I think all-time high was 400 plus or 500 if I recall. So one great thing this week, I think this week if I remember, Microsoft will be reporting results. Okay, so I'll definitely do a video on that, a short video on that, and then hopefully we can have some discussion on that. And then from there, I will let you all know my thoughts after their results are out. And so personally, just to quickly add on, right, I hold a lot of options position. If you can see, right, I'm not sure you can see my mouse, okay. So you can see here 9, 10, 11, 8, 9 and 10, okay. I also hold 2 Microsoft put position below. Can see 9 and 10 are highlighting here. In the third screen below, okay, I do this vertical streaming here. Wait, I can see my mouse cursor. Wait, let me see. Okay. Wait, sorry. Slow down a bit. I want to see whether I can show you or the screen is moving or not. Why the screen, give me a while. Can see the mouse? Hey, thank you, Samuel. So you can see my mouse and the button I click on the screen below, is it? I mean the third screen below. The mouse and the right click, like now I right click trade, right? There's a buy, sell, close. Can see or not? Don't know why my side cannot see. Why like that? Why got NVDA covered here? Google put. Trade, let me see, trade buys. Sorry, deviate a bit, slow down a bit, wait, because I figuring this part out. If I right click and then show those code, trade, buy, sell, close, can see or not? Wait. Sorry. Now I realize my mistake. I realize my issue. Okay, wait. Okay, let's say example, I go Microsoft put trade, close my position. Ooh. If I click unlock trading, can see anything or not? Okay, never. Okay, let's not bother about it too much. Maybe it opens up as a new window, that's why I cannot see it. Because I also want to demonstrate to you some live, like, because someone actually message me or comment me that tell me that, can you do one trade on Tiger so I can see and learn, But I realized I right click and then, it come out as a screen, buy, sell, unlock trading, but it seems like y'all cannot see. Okay, never mind. Maybe later we see how it goes, because from here, I right click, there's a new window pop up, but I don't know why. Maybe y'all cannot see it. Okay, never mind. We later see how things go. Okay, so pardon me, my first stream. Please forgive me. I can't stop loving you. Like Bryan Adams said that. Okay, so please forgive me. Please, first stream, give me some chance. Okay. So continue. Okay, so Microsoft, personally, right, depending on how the market goes. Okay, later I will just talk about the options a bit part. Okay, on how I plan to position my options for my Apple and Microsoft when the results are out. So just sidetrack a little bit. So options, right? I try not to sell or hold, and I mean not hold, I try not to sell any short-term contracts like 1 week or 2 weeks or close to the earning seasons. Okay, the reason why our earning season, right, the prices of the contracts or options are the underlying, right, very volatile. So it can swing up and down. You don't know what is the earnings like. If it's positive, then it goes up, maybe in your favor. But if there's bad news, wow, your stock price crashes and your options can be in trouble. So that's why I don't try to sell options close to earnings season, like Apple or Microsoft. So I don't do that. But once the results are out, I will recalibrate and we can have a discussion, and then hopefully I can show you some trades I made. But if it's a long-term contract, like Apple, like example, I hold like, okay, example, some of my Apple contract, right? It's like 2027. So I have like what 1 year or 6 monthly the duration for it to expire. So for this type of options, right, I feel confident to hold a longer period of time because I can hold it, right? I mean, it's not like it will be heavily influenced over the short term, because I have such a long duration. Prices could recover back then. Okay. So you see, I'm also constantly checking my stream to make sure the mouse, everything work. Okay, so pretty much that is the history of AMA. Okay, so-called Apple, Microsoft, and Alphabet, my top 3 favorite companies. Okay, that's the reason how I got in touch with these 3 companies, why I like it so much. Okay, and why I'm still convinced. Okay, in the long run. Okay, to be honest, for the future, right, I still envision tech as the future 5 to 10 years down the road. Okay, why? Because, right, everything is based on the word convenience. Really, if you think logically, right, what the AI actually brought to you so far? I know there are some people anti-AI, don't like AI, but the truth is most people are using AI. Why? Because it brings them convenience. Okay, see, nowadays Excel sheet, you just, or programming, just throw everything into the AI, then they can help you to take out the duplicates, configure this. You don't even need Microsoft, you don't even need Excel formula nowadays. You just throw the whole thing into the AI, right? Take picture or whatever, they will figure it out for you. You don't even need Excel formula nowadays. And if last time there are courses for Excel, teach you how to use Excel. Can you believe it? There are courses to teach you how to use software like Excel, teach you how to sum of this bracket here, and then x to y, k to 1, what, that kind of stuff. No need. If you want to find formula, go and ask ChatGPT or Gemini also can. They will give you the direct formula, which Excel, which column, which row directly for you. Why? Because convenience. Everyone loves it. Ever wonder why people will pay $20-$30 just to order a delivery, be it Uber, DoorDash, or even Grab? Okay, Asia we use Grab. The McDonald's is just below their house. 1-2 minutes. My here got one McDonald's, I think 3 minutes walk, 5-minute walks, that kind. I still see people ordering McDonald's up to my building. What a joke, man. Why? Be it they're lazy or whatever, right? The keyword is convenience. Why do I have to go down 3 minutes, queue up for like 5 minutes, order my food, when I can just make a phone call? Hello, my friend. Oh no, 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 my friend. I don't even need to call. I don't even need to talk to people now, you know. Nowadays, human hate human, right? People rather talk to computer. So I take out my phone, order some food. The food will deliver to my house. I don't even need to put on my clothes, you know, put on my underwear, wear my shorts, go down, walk there, come back. You know, why? Why people are willing to pay? Because of convenience, really. So that's why these three companies, okay, Apple, Microsoft, and Alphabet, continuously bring convenience to people. Be it their phone, you know. You see, Apple phone, not much new tech every year, keep changing. But the phone has so much convenience. Torchlight, flashlight. Not flashlight, I mean light to flash at people, to take picture. Okay, not flashlight. Video camera, everything, you know, money, wallet. No, nowadays everybody pay through phone. Everything is in one phone. You don't need to bring a torchlight. You don't need to bring a DSLR camera. You don't have to bring what, a lot of cash. Nowadays everything just in one phone. And iPhone delivers that. Everything. Convenience. It's just convenience. Despite iPhone, you know, ridiculous. The phone now what? $2,000 per phone. People are still buying. Why? Because convenience. And most importantly, iPhone is very stable. You know, it's not as fanciful as Samsung or whatever, right? But it's very stable, hardly any issue, good customer service. Got error, right? Go to the customer Apple Care, sure, they fix it for you. Not like Samsung, you get blue screen or green screen, cannot change, give you all sort of excuse. People don't like that. People like convenience. Apple delivers that, not just on the hardware phone itself, the after sales service also. Apple Care, if you realize, especially if you pay for the enhanced, right, any issue with the phone, they cannot fix, right, one-to-one. They don't give you excuse. They don't even give you refurbished product. They give you brand new, you know. You know, last time my friend iPhone, I think a few months got issued. Go down, no question asked. Check your ID serial or tally, right? You got Apple Care 1:1. That is convenience. Convenience. Not give you one phone and say, I need to wait for 1 month to get it repaired and then come back. There's no convenience anymore. So that's why Apple delivers convenience. So they know what they are doing. So if you look at it in totality, right, these three companies delivers convenience. That's why I am so convinced. Okay? So once these two companies result out, we will talk more. Okay? So let me answer some questions first. Okay? We just chit chat. Okay? Ha ha here. Before we move on to the other two more topics. Okay? Wow, 9:20 already. Okay, come. See. Okay. Hey, hello. Hey, everyone. Hey, Maja, thanks for coming in. Yeah, yes, I will definitely, I don't know, I will cut to trim it to make it more succinct, or should I just share the whole raw thing? Okay, I'm not sure, okay. I see how it goes, okay, But I will definitely share this stream, okay, so everyone can get to see also. Expecting Q3, Q4 down, recover late Q4. Yeah, generally for some reason, okay, market tend to like trend downward a little bit during the, I think, summer or, you know, before Christmas, that period of time, the season. So there is some trend, like Q3 usually, for some reason, don't know why, don't do too well. Maybe because everyone's saving money for the Christmas season, then they buy a lot, right? Then maybe that's why Q4 result may be better, because New Year, right? Everyone got more money. Yes, Josh Yap. Yes, there is definitely options, and definitely we'll talk about options later. And hopefully, you know, because yeah, a lot of people did ask for options. I know live trade, how to trade, and my thought process. They want me to share with them why I choose to sell this particular option at this particular strike price at this particular distance. And then, you know, I mean, I did thought of maybe as a community we just track my profit earning ratio, but after a while I find it very difficult, you know? So I just put it like that. You know, people want to track, they can track, but to ask me to track everything, right, I think it's very difficult. Overall, right, just make sure you have more winners than losers, and always look at your total profit, not just your premiums. But honestly, to be honest, not financial advice, don't call the police on me. Options view strategy, if done correctly, right, generally, personally, okay, personal opinion, I feel it's quite profitable, for me at least. Like I said, it's a boring strategy. Nobody likes to be honest, nobody really like it because people want excitement, they want to trade 0 DTE, 0 DTE for SPY 5, for example. They want to make fast money, fast, everything fast. I want to 10x my money by today, so all in 0 DTE. So nobody really like the options view strategy, okay? See 3 screen vertically, but comment is covering the last screen. Okay. Okay, we see how we go about doing that. Okay, we see how, okay? We try to figure it out, okay, that part. Like I said, my first stream, okay? Please forgive me, okay? But we will try to see how, maybe I can bring my option view up, my face down. Maybe that will work. Okay, we see how. And then, what is next? Hey, you 232, thanks for your thumbs up. Hey, thank you so much. Same to you too. Okay. Versus the US president is in power. Yeah, I mean, just my take is that I remember I did a short video that Trump say what DJI Dow Jones Index will go up to 80k or 800k, I can't remember. In short, he is actually very bullish long run, and I think, okay, to be honest, I think, right, SPY 500, 750 now, to be honest, I feel it has way more room to grow, to be honest, because Donald Trump is a businessman, okay, he's a businessman. He's very keen in the stock market, he likes to get more economy, he wants the money to go up. He keeps doing what new tariff labor, forced labor law, all kinds of crap, right, in hope to bring more money to push the US market up. So, I mean, like it or not, whether we like or hate Donald Trump, but objectively speaking, because this is a finance channel, okay, we are all here to make money together, okay. My take is, with Trump as a US president, right, I think US market generally long run, right, will continue to do well, okay. Back just a few years ago, I think 1 or 2 years ago, SPY was like, what, 500 plus, right, 600. Now it's 750, and I think, right, just a matter of time before it breached $800. Okay, I know there's a lot of war news, Iraq, all these things, okay, but long run, or even not say long run, maybe in just mid-term, right, the duration, I think SPY 500 or the market in general should continue to trend upwards. Okay, okay. Now next, let's move on to the next one. Next one, I want to talk about options already. Okay, options. Okay, so options, and the last one, we do a quick video reaction. Okay, that's it. Okay, so last one, I want to talk about options. Okay, let me see. Okay. Okay. Wait, let me see. Okay, can you all see? Let me see. My comment block. Okay, let me see. Maybe I bring my face down, and then my. Yo, what am I doing? Okay, wait. Okay, I talk in general first. Okay, I thought, okay, once market open at night, in just like 5 more minutes, right, then we will look at the options. Then we see whether can I make any positions or not. Okay, so just to share some thoughts on options trading. Okay, so personally, right, first step is I usually don't trade in the first hour of the market. Okay, why? Okay, first hour of the market usually, right, very volatile. Okay, if you realize first hour of the market, especially for the options, are very volatile. The bid and ask spread, right, very ridiculous on some of them. So it's not worth it personally. So after the next hour, right, then I start trading. But because I know we plan to keep the stream at 1 hour, so probably maybe around 9:50, 10 o'clock, we see I can execute any position or not. Okay. In fact, I want to let you know I'm interested in a SPY put because I want to. Because like I said, I think SPY 500 will trend up higher in the long run, especially even in the middle term. So I'm trying to, I plan to sell a 1-year put option on SPY because I don't have it right now. So I might as well just create that position. And then I'll probably put it at 0.2 delta. Okay, because market can be a bit volatile, especially of the Iraq war right now. So 0.2 gives me a better risk-reward ratio. I know the standard guideline for options trading is always 0.3 delta lah. Okay, so-called 0.3 is the, I mean, not say official lah, but it's heavily researched. Okay, I do acknowledge it. Okay, if you read all the experts, so-called experts, heavy back data, all the things they do, right? 0.3 delta, right, gives you in fact gives you so-called the best risk-reward ratio. Okay, you want to make sure you have enough premiums to make the trade worth it. At the same time, you don't want to subject yourself to too much risk. You want the option, hopefully, to expire worthless so you can collect the premium, especially for cash cover put. But it doesn't mean it always has to be 0.3. The reason why I want to do 0.2, right, is because you have to think of the different macroeconomic factor as well. So example, you have the trade. I mean, tariff is still ongoing, by the way. Trump is still not giving up, even though his earlier tariff was shut down by the Supreme Court. So he's now pushing for all this labor, tariff, or forced labor. It will happen, okay? But what is the results, we don't know. So 0.2 delta, right, actually gives me even more cushion, even though the premiums I collect is lesser. So in general, right, the guideline is 0.3 delta. If you sell at 0.3, on the average, don't quote me, like I said, not financial advisor. Generally, you have a 70% chance of the contract expiring worthless. So you get to keep the premiums, okay? So if you sell at 0.2 delta, which is a further strike price, right, even safer. That means you have an 80% chance, okay? 80% chance of the contract expiring worthless. Then you can collect the premium, okay? So now, I just want to talk about, okay, so, okay, this part actually I said a little bit, but I just repeat a bit, okay, from my shorts, okay? So when it comes to options, right, there's really a need to stagger your strike prices, okay? So let me now try to do something. Yours say cannot see, right? Okay, yours say the thing blocking. Okay, let me see. Test a bit. Test a bit. Try to shift up. Okay, I brought my options screen upwards already. So, does it reflect right now? Okay, I think it works. I think it works. Okay. So now, my option here is here. I try whether can you all see it. Then trade. Come on, show me. Right click. I right click already. Yeah, I don't know why lah. Right click cannot. For some reason I right click, but okay, maybe I don't know. Maybe it's the streaming OBS thingy lah. I don't know why when I can't really show you. I want to close the position, but never mind. We just stop from here, okay? The mouse click will do, okay? So you can see an example. Let's just take one example, okay? Google, okay? Let's say Google. Good example, okay? In fact, if you see, okay, my right side here, right? Can see this part. Yeah, okay. I want to show you my losses also. Wait, let me see. Can see my realized profit or losses or not? Okay, try to do something. Okay. Now can see or not? P and L. Aiyo. I can't even hide it. Wait, please be patient with a bit. Okay, never mind. What happened? Okay, I'm back. Okay, so, okay, I just want to talk about this Google, okay, Google this part, okay. So Google is Alphabet, basically what I was talking about, okay. So if you realize this symbol here, right, okay, if you see the left side here is the date of the contract expired, right side is the price, okay. So why do I, okay, stagger my strike prices and the duration. So very good example, you know Google, right, recently, right, I think it was like 360, then it dropped. What's the price now for Google? Let me see. Okay. Okay, Google now, wow, Google up 7% so fast now today. Oh my lord, oh my, I was hoping Google will drop a bit more so I can buy a bit more. Okay, so Google, okay, so now it's 320. Okay, so if you know in the just last week Google announced result, okay, and then the price dropped from 360 to I think 310 or 300. Okay, huge drop down. Okay, huge drop. Okay, so imagine back then, let's say, okay, let's say Google back then was like 350. Okay, you sell all your strike prices at $320. Okay, and the expiry is 1 month. Let's say you set a 30 days DTE. DTE stands for date to expiry. Okay, so imagine Google at 350, right? Then it plunged to $300. Okay, example, 350 to 300, and it did happen recently. Okay, I think it plunged to 310 if I'm not wrong. Okay, so 350 to 310, just a drop suddenly, right, after the earnings results are out. Imagine all your strike price at 320. Let's say okay, you hold it for, your contract is 1 month in expiry. There's a very high chance in this 1 month, right, Google cannot from 310 go back to 350. Okay, logically speaking, 1 month's time, Google 310 jump back to 350 or even above 320 can be challenging. Okay, especially if people don't like the results, they don't like the earnings result because Google is spending so much money on AI infrastructure, right? They raise the capex so much. So imagine it plunged down 350 to 310. All your option strike price at $320, expiry in 1 month. What if in this 1 month, right, your Google, right, 310, right, stuck there? Or worse still, Google continued to drop to 290 or even 280. Gone case. I hate to say, because your strike price at 320, right? Let's say you sell 4 contracts, right? You have to take the assignment. All 4 contracts, So one contract is 100 shares. So that means 32K per contract because you sold them at 320 strike price. So one contract is 32K. 4 contract is what? 120K plus, 128K to be exact. So you must prepare 128K to take in this 4 contract assignment. But imagine, you see, let's say I stagger now. You see, I have one at 320, one at 290, one at 250, one at 230. So the cost FIFO is right? FIFO, right, is basically the amount of premiums I collected. So you see number 4, right, I collected 1.5K. It's in 100 shares, so remember the times 100, okay? So next one I got 1,900, that kind. So you can see, even though my premiums collected is lesser, okay, it's lesser. I acknowledge it's lesser, but because I stagger my strike prices and the contract duration, see in 2027, January, March, September, or even 2028, the fact that, okay, let's say I stagger, right? Okay, let's say Google from 350 drop to 250. Okay, let's say 350 to 250. Okay, let's say example. Okay, but because my strike prices are staggered like that, and I have a longer duration, 1 year, 1.5 year, right? There's a very good chance, over a long period of time, Google can climb back up. Okay, so Google recently, a good example, at 350 dropped to 310. I only have 1 contract at 320. So even worst case scenario, right, only 1 contract will get assigned. I have to take the assignment. But the rest at 290, 250, 230, I'm still safe because it hasn't hit the strike price yet. Okay? So that's why when you stagger the prices and the duration, right, you give yourself more cushion, more safety. So that's why option view strategy, right, really cannot be greedy. Yes, the premium I collect is lesser, but the safety net is there. Okay, so remember, option view strategy is a very boring strategy. Hey, your contract you set at 6 months, 8 months, 1 year. Hey, boring lah, tired, lazy to wait. So like I said, option view strategy is not a strategy to make you rich quickly. No, it's a strategy designed to make you rich slowly. Okay. The underlying is you hold stocks, okay, but you sell contracts on them, be it call or put options, so that you can buy your favorite shares at a discount, or to make use of your current position, right, to earn money on it. So with the cash you get, right, you use it to buy even more, or to maybe fund your lifestyle or whatever, do whatever you want, okay? Or even use it to, buy your favorite food, or cai peng. Singaporeans like to eat cai peng, I don't know why. Okay, US people like to eat hot wings with chips, sandwiches, right? Okay, or potato, ice cream, okay? So the whole idea is all these premiums you collect, right, is to actually accelerate your stock portfolio, okay? It's not to make you rich instantly, but to keep giving you a consistent source of income so you can channel more money into the stock or to fund your lifestyle. So to be honest, okay, right now, right, me, right, I have no income. Okay, I have no income. I mean, I have no job. Okay, I'm jobless. Okay, I retired. If you check my first video, okay, my first long video I did, okay, how I made that build my portfolio and retire early. Right now, right, the income from options trading about 5 to 6,000 USD per month. That's what I get. It's consistent, okay, but it's not like I get 50K in a month. I can't. Options selling, the wheel strategy, okay, cannot make you like rich instantly. So if you're someone who a bit impatient, right, you want to make a lot of money, honestly, options selling, the wheel strategy especially, not for you. But if you're someone who is patient, you want to make money consistently, okay, the keyword is consistently. We want to make we want to make money be during the up bull run, or even a bear market, or even trending sideways. We want to consistently make money, right? Option wheel strategy is really one of the most ideal strategy. Okay, slow, steady, and there's actually a lot of nuances of the benefit of options wheel strategy. Okay, I can't cover it today. Okay, maybe next time we will talk more about it. Okay, but there are a lot of benefits in this option wheel strategy as compared to just dividends, to be honest. Okay, there are a lot of small moving parts that people don't really notice it. Okay, so wait, I want to try to show you. Let me see. Okay, maybe later how do we do this? Okay, maybe now let's go to the other window, okay, the stock price itself. Okay, so honestly, I really wanted to show you a little bit more, like, right click, trade, close contract, all these things. But for some reason, not really working, not really showing. So if it's working, let me know. If it's not working, also let me know. I try to see my own screen right here. Cannot, Lee. Why like that, Lee? Okay, maybe I come to this window first. I test this window. Okay. My mouse went down already, now can see, right? Wow, pretty much a green day today, man. Really a green day. Sorry. Alphabet was up 3%, not 7%. I see wrongly, okay. So over here, okay. So another strategy is, okay, let me try here whether if I click option here, can you all see it? How do I do this? Let me see. Double click. Does it change the screen? It does. Okay, at least not bad. At least this part it works, okay. At least this part it works. Let me see how to make this here bigger. Okay, at least this part works. Okay. Okay, the middle screen, now we look at the second screen, okay. Okay, let me see. Let's say okay. So example, let's just go to okay, a put options here. Let's just look at the 45 days. Okay, let's just look at 53 days. Let's just look at 53 days. Okay, so you can see all here are red right here. Just a bit more. Okay, we just talk a bit briefly. Okay, so example, you have 0.28 delta. Okay, $310, which is close to 0.3 delta. Okay, so if you realize there's a change in the word red color. Okay, so Google, right? Okay, Alphabet example. Any stocks okay, when the stock prices goes up, right, in the underlying, right, the actual stock price, like example Google, like I say, up 3% right now, the options, right, the put options will go down in value. So personally, right, okay, I do not sell put options on that stock if the price is going up. Okay, But when the price is going down, right, like the particular stock Google is going down, let's say it's down 3% today or down 2%, right, the premiums, right, the IB for the options will be higher. So in summary, it's like that. I sell a cash cover put when the stock price is going down. I will sell a covered call when the price is going up because the premium collected is way more. Okay, so because of that, right, I will not touch Google today. So for the puts, so this is just an example lah. I'll let you know. Okay, so let's look at SPY. Okay, let's look at SPY. I wanted to do an SPY and might as well just show you. Okay, so I will first come to here. Let's look at SPY first. What is the price today? Unfortunately, SPY today is up also. Okay, so you see SPY now, right, is can see or not? Let's faster block. So same thing, you see SPY now, right, is up 0.5%, 0.6%. Okay, it's in green. Okay, so you look at the premium example. Okay, let's say once again it's a cash cover put that I want to sell, right? Let's just say I want to do 1 year, right? I say I want to do 1 year, right? Okay, let's go to 1 year. So 1 year is here. So about 338 days. Okay. So let's just look at 0.2 delta. Can you see 0.2 delta? I think you all can see. Okay, so you see 0.2 delta means the strike price is $650. So you see SPY now is like 750, right? I sell a cash cover put on 650. I mean, there is a chance I get a sign, okay, but it's 1 year duration plus, it's 650, SPY 500 must drop $100, over 1 year before I get a sign. If it doesn't do that, right, okay, it doesn't drop $100 to 650, I'm safe. I will collect about $2,000 worth of premium. Okay, you can see the bid-ask spread here, okay? Bid-ask spread here. So I will get to collect $2,000. But like I said, because SPY now is green, so I will not sell cash cover put now, okay? But maybe later, 1 hour, 2 hours later, okay, maybe 10 or maybe, I mean, in my time zone now, okay, my time zone now is like almost 9:40, okay, maybe in 3-4 hours, if SPY options, right, SPY put, sorry, SPY, okay, SPY itself 500 drop maybe like down 1%, down 1%, okay, it's red, then I will sell a cash cover put because the premium will be higher. Okay, so now you see the premium is only 2K, right, at 650 strike price, right? But if SPY drop, the premium will go up, probably maybe 2.1, 2.2K. We see how. Okay, so that's why, that's my strategy. Okay, I will sell a cash cover put only when the stock is red, is down. I will sell a covered call when the stock goes up because the premiums will be higher. Okay, can okay, so I mean, for some reason, I really want to demonstrate to you. I just right click, how do I add, how do I buy, how do I sell, what button do I click? But I don't know why it's not really showing here in the screen. But maybe next few stream it will improve. Okay, like I say, please forgive me. Next one we will improve. Okay, and then hopefully I figure out how to really show you the whole process of what I do. And then right, maybe lah, if you are also options like-minded people, right, maybe you can also track the profits together. Okay, maybe the winner and losers together as a community. Okay, then you also can share with me, if you also bought options, right, let me know. So also, not bought options, sorry, sell options. I don't buy options, I only sell options. But I will give you the reason next time, maybe another video, because too long already. Okay, we left 15 minutes more. Okay, so I only sell options. So maybe as a community or maybe as friends, okay, we are like friends, chit chat, we can track each other's, our profit, what we lost or what we make. Or even, you all can give me suggestion. Maybe you all think, hey, let's sell a put on this. Maybe it's worth it. Or maybe got new companies I don't know. You all can teach me also. Then maybe we can exchange ideas. End of the day, like I said, the purpose of this stream is I hope everyone, we all, right, can make more money. That's all. Why make more money? It's not because we are greedy or materialistic. We just want to build a better life for ourselves and our loved one. We are not being greedy. We just want to build a better life. So it's nothing wrong, right? Okay. Like I said, I do hope everyone earn money. Okay. I do hope. So we will do that next time. Okay. So that's for my options. Okay. Any more last thing I want to talk about? So just a quick one, okay? Okay, maybe we do it next time, okay? So maybe next few streams we can talk about things like, you know, when do I close? Why I don't really want options contract to expire for puts. Okay, I would rather close it early. Okay, one of the quick reason is because options very volatile, can swing here, swing there. Okay, if you don't close, you know, it might not be worthwhile during the duration. Let's say example, your option contract is already 50% profit. Can I show you now? Let me see. Yeah, do I have this? Wait, where did it go? Okay. Wow, this computer a bit laggy. I think I need to change my computer also. Okay, okay. Let me see. Okay, so I mean you might not be able to see on the screen now because maybe never mind, I just tweak a bit. I just tweak a bit. Okay. Let me see. It cannot lay. Why like that? Yeah, okay, never mind. I think I screwed up the whole thing. Wait, maybe can now. Maybe can. Give me one more. I don't know. Okay, so okay, just a quick one now. Okay, because right, if you have a put options, let's say okay, you're already at 50% profit. Okay, 50% profit. Let's say your put options is that. Hey, what happened to the screen? Oh no. Okay, it's back. Okay, so let's say you have a put option at 50% profit already. Okay, let's say you sell a 40 days DT or 30 days DT. Okay, you are 50% profit your contract in 1 week. Why would you wait 3 more weeks to get the remaining 50% value from the contract? You might as well just close it, right? 1 week you earn 50%. Why wait for 3 more weeks to let the option expire to earn another 50%? Not worth it, right? Might as well just close it, right? So that's a gist. We will talk about it more next time when I close my position. Okay? Okay, so last thing I want to do is because there's this person, okay? This very interesting person. Let me see. Okay. Wait. Okay, this is the best. I also don't really know how to figure this part out. Okay. So there's this, you know, Singapore. Okay, Singapore. In case you are not local, okay, but in case if you are Singaporean, right? Okay, there's this person who actually retired at age 35. Okay, but what he did was an ultra lean fire. You know, ultra lean, super lean fire. You know, when I look at him, I was a bit scared. You know, because he don't look like very healthy, that kind of fire. So let's just take a look at the video. Okay, we can talk together.
Colin did something unexpected when he lost his job at 35. He bought a flat with his savings. That one move became his retirement strategy. He didn't retire young because he got rich. He retired because he prepared for his paycheck to disappear.
I lost my job at age 35. And at age 35,
maybe a bit faster,
Singaporean singles can buy a HDB
flat.
Let's
go.
So I told that to the property agent. And then the property agent said, okay, now you have...
Okay, so in case you don't know, HDB, right, housing is like a type of social house. So I know in the overseas, right, you all have different kind of houses, that kind. But HDB in Singapore is usually multi-story block. Government subsidized heavily. So because it's tall, high level, lots of storage, so it can fit a lot of houses into one story. Okay, one whole entire building, literally like a huge shopping mall. Unlike I know in the overseas, right, you all have individual standalone houses. But Singapore, we have a lot of multi-story building. They are all houses. So HDB, right, this guy apparently bought a house. Okay, so that's what Singapore HDB stands for. Okay, social housing, it just means, okay.
lost your job, right? So how are you going to planning to pay a 30-year mortgage? You buy the cheapest flat you can find in Singapore that you can afford to pay in full. Because if you borrow money from the bank, the 30-year mortgage would mean that you buy a flat for yourself and you buy a flat and give it as a free gift to the bank.
So Colin bought an aging 3-room flat for 87,000 Singapore dollars. In 2007, that was around 32 times a fresh graduate's median monthly starting salary.
This guy quite funny. This guy quite funny. You know what he was saying? Let's just rewind a bit. Very funny. Let's rewind a bit. Let's rewind. This guy quite funny.
Dollars. In 2007, that was around 32 times a fresh graduate's median monthly starting salary. Today, comparable older 3-room flats can cost about twice as much relative to start. The trade-off?
I paid it in full and I have a nice flat to stay on the top floor, very breezy, quite nice, lovely neighbors, direct lift, and near Orchard Road. See, the reason why it is cheap is because of the lease decay. So in the case when I bought it, I had about maybe 64 years left. But you know what the funny thing is, my flat was built the same year I was born. Technically, I'm allowed.
Okay, so just a quick cap. Singapore houses, right, especially our social public houses, it has a lease of 99 years. So it's not infinite. So after 99 years, bye-bye. Okay, that's just the way how the policy works. So it's not a buy a house, yours forever. It's like a lease to you for 99 years. After that, right, bye-bye. So this one still has 64 years. So if the lease is lesser, right, the value of the house will be lesser. Okay, but it also depends on the situation. Okay, so if you are interested, next time we can talk a bit more about property, because property investment is also one of my core component. Okay, but I don't talk much about it now. So we can discuss about property investing if you are keen next time. Okay,
To stay here until I'm 99 years old.
Colin was able to buy that. Long listed, he had possible and lower the cost. It all
Neighbors, I have
flats can cost much relative to salaries. The trade-off?
and I have a nice flat to stay on the top floor, very breezy, quite nice, lovely neighbors, direct lift, and maybe 64 years left. But you know what the funny thing is, my flat was built the same year I was born. Technically, I'm allowed to stay here until I'm 99 years old.
Colin was able to buy that flat because of a mindset he had built years earlier. Long before the term FIRE existed, he had already created his own strategy. Save aggressively, spend as...
wow, you can see the amount of instant noodle here he eat. Maybe that's why he's so frail and a bit malnourished the way he look at. I think all these instant noodles, right, it's basically instant ramen. Okay, I mean machuran. In overseas, I know you have machuran or they call it ramen. It's just instant. But we all know it's damn unhealthy, high in sodium, low in nutrition. Okay, maybe his ultra lean FIRE strategy is to save money on food.
little as possible and lower the cost of survival before retrenchment could ever happen to him. It all traced back to one memory from childhood.
I came back one day and I saw my aunt crying. So I asked her why she was crying. I think I was in primary 3 only. And then she told me she got retrenched because the economy was bad and business was bad. So her boss couldn't pay her to stay. And then she told me that it is very common for people about their mid-40s, about 45, to get retrenched. And at that
So you know, just now he was actually talking about the housing loan issue. Quite funny. He was saying that because he actually paid the house in full entirely. So he actually was saying that if you take a loan from the bank, right, you actually pay for the house and give a bank a free house because you take the loan. Okay, so I mean not wrong lah. I mean if you bought a house and you take like a 1 million loan, right? Technically, actually, you are paying quite a bit of interest. Can be a few $100,000, which could be equivalent to a house. But I mean, strategically, I know you're a lot. I mean, most of you viewers are also quite strategic in investing, especially Singapore or even any country. Right? If the loan interest is only 1 to 2%, actually, it's still worth it because you can rent out, or the capital appreciation is probably more than the amount you loan. So I'm not saying this guy is myopic or he not very smart or whatever, don't want to take loan that kind. I mean each to his choice. Every individual can make their own decision. But personally, not financial advice, please. Okay, to me, if a property, right, the loan interest is low, like 1 to 2%, right, I will just take it. Because technically, even you rent out, okay, or you capital appreciation of the house, or you do investment here and there, you can generate return easily, like 5% or even 10% per year, And for property rental, right, usually you can also get about 3% per year sometimes, So actually that kind of potentially could cover the mortgage or whatever loan interest you have. So I mean, up to him. If he feel that he prefer to pay in full, so he don't have to pay interest and give a bank a free house. Up to him, okay? Let's continue. Okay, let's let this video, okay?
Time they are married with a mortgage to pay for their house, kids to pay, a lot of things to pay. They need money the most in their lifetime, and that's the time they actually lose their job.
That moment stayed with Colin. To him, retrenchment wasn't
so
just
he
a
talk
distant
about losing
possibility.
jobs, being
He
worried.
eventually
So,
became an English and Spanish teacher.
just
While
to
others
add on
chased
is,
bigger lifestyles,
Nowadays, unemployment is everywhere. So be ready, okay? Be prepared. Okay, I've said it a lot in my shorts video. Nowadays, no more jobs is permanent. AI can take over easily, okay?
Colin had one goal: making sure he would never be financially trapped if his paycheck disappeared.
That means once I start working, then I would work extremely hard to earn as much money as possible. And then I don't spend on anything that's not necessary. I would save every single thing. I really wanted to avoid retrenchment at all costs. When I started working, I was very, very cheap. Everybody was spending money like water. I was spending money like a test tube. If you want to say how many percent of my salary...
You know how you say, I was very, very cheap. I really don't think there's anything wrong to be cheap, really. Okay, in fact, I think frugal is the way to go, because you need to save money in order to have money, right? To have money, then you can invest. If you don't save money, where to find money to invest? Not everyone is born with a golden diamond spoon in our mouth, Not everyone is like $1 million trust fund or what recipient of $1 billion family that comes. A lot of us, like you and I, we are just very average people, all trying to make a living, okay? So being frugal and cheap is okay. I really have no problem with that. But the way I look at him talk and his health, his appearance, he said he's only 35 years old, but he look like 55 years old. I fear for his health, because like I say, okay, maybe we'll cover in another video, okay, but in my previous shot, I did say that health is one of the key component, key pillar in building wealth. If you have no health, right, you cannot build wealth, right? Because if you have health, you can live longer, right? The time allowed to compound your investment, right, will win anybody. No matter how much money that person have, right? If you can win, you can live up to 100 years, 150 if you have so good health, right? You will defeat that person. You will easily be a billionaire. Okay? So I feel want to be cheap can, but please take care of your health. Please take
I
care.
think that's pretty high, right? Sometimes it was 90%.
Don't keep eating instant
Colin
ramen,
thought he had another 10 years
cannot,
before retirement, but at
Spend more
35,
money
the
on
language
medical
center he
bills,
worked for shut down after the building was
Okay, we
demolished.
fast forward
What
a
could
bit
have
now,
been
okay,
a financial
fast forward.
crisis became the
See
moment
anything
he
interesting?
The rental that I collect, after 8 years of collecting, it paid for the
Watch that
flat
times
in
two,
full.
times two
So
better.
basically, I bought a cheap flat. 8 years later, the cheap flat is free of charge for me. And then the price of the flat went up.
Oh,
Flat is free of charge for me. And then the price of the flat went up.
Today, Colin rents to one tenant and collects about $900 a month.
rent to one tenant and collect. Oh, actually he's quite smart, he actually monetized his house, that he rent out to one tenant and collect about $900 a month. So actually he's not wrong, right? After a few years with a bit of capital appreciation and the rental, right, his flat could potentially be free. So maybe 10 to 20 years later, his flat is freehold and he can keep earning money. So rental strategy is very valid, especially if you're in Singapore, okay? Singapore rental always keep going up, and very attractive. 900 per month Sing dollars is equivalent to about 700 USD plus minus. Actually, that's quite attractive, So I would say this person don't underestimate. He's actually quite smart. Even though I don't know whether he got any stocks holding or not. Maybe later the video will show. But to buy a flat, pay fully, don't pay any interest, and then switch strategy to rental, right? Actually, it's valid, $900 per month. 1 year is about 9,000, 10,000, 10 years will be about 100K. So with that money, if he actually were to invest, in fact, if he can compound this amount of money, right, and invest, right, it could be quite a huge amount. It could be quite decent. So actually, this person quite strategic also, but maybe he never take care of his health lah, because he does look
He also
big
receives
and
monthly
frail
payouts from
to me
insurance
for
plans
some
that mature
reason.
during retirement.
If you want to add everything together, I think
Insurance
every month I
payout.
get about $2,500. And
He actually has an insurance payout, so he's actually getting 2,500 per month, which is 1.9k USD. Actually, that's quite a lot of money already, you know. Okay, let's just put it 2k USD. 2k USD in Singapore may not be a lot of money, but if you go overseas, like cheaper country, right, you relocate to Vietnam, Thailand, Malaysia, that kind, right, you can live very well, okay. I do have plans to relocate, okay, so next time I can show you the cost of living overseas as well, and then the adventures there, okay. We'll go along together as a journey, okay. I show you overseas, the cost of living there, and maybe you also can retire early, okay. Let's help to improve each other quality of life. So with 2k USD actually, and right now he's only renting out one room, you know. Imagine if he rent the whole house. Okay, imagine now, okay, he could double it up and he might get like 2.5k USD per month to live. And with 2k USD, you can go Malaysia. Wow, Malaysia is almost like a 9k ringgit. I think 8 to 9k ringgit, you know, overseas. Wow. So if he's willing to switch location, right, he can live very well with 2k USD. Okay, honestly, 2k USD in Sing, right, is also quite good. You can live quite well, but maybe he very thrifty lah, save on food, save on nutrition, very aggressive saving.
I spend very little, so I definitely cannot spend the 2,500 good enough. I want to go into a nursing home. So nursing homes are not cheap, so I don't know how much it's going to cost by the time I need it.
Skip this part.
Offset by government rebates.
If you really want to save money, don't save on the very cheap stuff.
What is expenditure?
Like collect the very
Some bills are shared with his tenant and offset.
Food is about $96? Really? Wow, how to spend $96 per month in Singapore for food? He must be damn thrifty. Right, must be ultra thrifty, man. Hey, I read some of the comment. First. Okay, sorry. Okay. Hey, Flaming Snow, nice to see you again. Hey, hello, Flaming Snow. Hey, glad to see you back again. Thanks for being in my test stream. I'm very happy to see you again. I use my 55-inch TV. Also have difficult to see. okay. I better improve the stream on the part because I think for now, right, most viewers, right, prefer me to stream vertical, you know, to be honest, because they mostly watch shorts on their phone, right. So I don't know. I think there's a way to dual stream. I'm not too sure how to go about doing that. We see how. Okay, but I do try to at least make sure on the phone people can see most of the key components, especially the live trades as well. Okay. Which platform are you using? OBS now. Can't retire at 35 like that, can you? Yeah, Josh Yap, I agree, you know. This person, he retire. I cannot. You see, food only $96. No? He only spent $96 on food in Singapore, you know. How is that possible? Unless he really everyday eat instant noodle lah, you know, instant ramen like Maggi, you know, public transport $5. He don't travel, is it? he don't go out, is it? He stay at home hermit and, you know, everyday meditate and pray, is it? Wow. He, like I said, he's an ultra lean fire.
If you really want to save money, don't save on the very cheap stuff like collecting rainwater. The real savings is to save on the expensive stuff. So the most expensive stuff I can think of is housing. You know, you can buy $1 million apartment, or like me, you can buy something less than 90,000. The choice is yours. You know, I decide to buy a cheap one, and I have a lot of money to use. I don't worry about money because I don't like worrying about money.
Really
But Colin's financial
this
freedom
guy.
came with trade-offs.
He
He gave up the larger home he originally wanted. He never had children, and many people think his lifestyle
But
is extreme.
cannot lah.
The most important
personally,
thing that I have to give up, just because
I'm
I
so
wanted
like
to
you,
retire
like
young,
Josh.
I would like to have
probably need
a
more
bigger
money.
flat. But you know, I'm happy with what I have right now. I make do with it. I raise
Okay lah, but
one
he
per
said
kid,
he's happy
one small dog.
and then
I
he
can
has
easily
a dog.
afford it.
Wow. He even has a dog. You know, dog is not cheap, especially to go to the vet. I think when dog sick or dog food can cost quite a bit, right? One dog surgery is a few $1,000s.
Still, Colin insists he does not feel deprived. Most of the things he genuinely enjoys cost little or nothing at all. One of the ways Colin keeps his costs low is by collecting items other people throw away. He regularly goes dumpster diving.
So I think, you know, he has some walking aid on the
So
left
the mattress
part
was
of
like
his leg,
practice. So I was found
So
somewhere,
I think
stayed back
that
home,
probably
lost it,
explain why
and it was
he
found stayed back.
might not be able to
For
walk
Colin, the
anymore,
goal-
you see. A bit frail lah, okay, but probably the injury. So I think this part can understand a bit lah, that, you know, can't walk. But I'm not here to say how he should live his life, but personally, right, if I'm him, I will probably spend a bit more on nutrition wise, okay, food wise, vitamins, that kind, fruits, or even fruits, not just fruit alone, fruits, vegetables, meat, to actually strengthen the body a bit, so at least not so weak, that kind. And then also try to save, I mean save as much as we can, and then do more investment, and then try to climb out of it. I know it's tough, but I think health is important. Health is important. Okay.
Was never luxury. It was protection against financial shocks.
To send me to hospital, 146,000 Singapore dollars.
Oh, he actually went to a lot of surgery. He had 15 surgeries. Oh my lord. About US 114K. Okay, I think if I know, he should have some insurance.
The bill ended up
payout,
costing more than his flat, but because he chose the most basic ward class and had insurance coverage, he paid nothing out of pocket.
The benefit of choosing the C ward, according to the social worker.
Okay, so Singaporeans especially, okay, actually everybody in this world, please take note. Health insurance is actually quite important. So please remember, do buy some. I know some insurance agent, some insurance company can be quite unethical, when it comes to payout, give you all kinds of rubbish excuses, right? But overall, please do try buy some at least basic insurance that cover your hospital stay and medical stay. Very important. You see, just some surgeries he did, right, cost him about $100,000, and he paid nothing because he has insurance. So if you don't have health insurance, please, it's up to you. Okay, personally, I do have coverage. In fact, I have one of the higher coverage, A class, because I think it's very important. Yes, it's a bit expensive, but it's worth it. Okay, generally, most insurance company will pay you. Okay, when you require these kind of services, generally most in some cases, unfortunately, they may try to pull some, give you some stupid excuses out of their ass or whatever, pull some stunt. But generally, most insurance companies, the good ones, will pay you when you're hospitalized. So one unfortunate event like this person, the leg injured, right? He paid $100,000. If you don't have insurance, it could wipe out your entire portfolio. So good lesson learned, good reminder. So for those of you, okay, my friends, okay, I see you as my friends, okay, viewers, my friends, okay, please do have some at least basic insurance coverage, health, so that it doesn't wipe out your portfolio. Important, okay, worldwide. Okay, please do consider that. Okay, it's important.
We get 80% of the bill off, like it's subsidized by the government. So we only pay 20%. But
he also got subsidies. Okay, Singapore, to be honest, the healthcare coverage, right, especially for lower income, actually is quite good. Singapore, fortunate, they do give you a lot of subsidies. Okay, overseas, I know it's a bit challenging sometimes.
80% is still a lot. 2%
the
was my
US.
Medisave, and 80%
Okay, no
was the
insurance, they don't treat you,
There was no out pocket.
But Singapore,
After losing his job at 35, Colin made one decision that changed his future. He built a life designed to survive uncertainty. His approach won't work for everyone, but it challenges the idea that retirement only begins with wealth. For Colin, financial freedom started.
So, I think learn quite a bit of lesson as well from this video as well. That health insurance is important. Okay, 1 hour is up. 1 hour is up. I think we have stretched about 1 hour 15 minutes, so we will be ending stream soon. Okay, I just want to say thank you so much for everyone who popped by in to chit chat or just view or even just scroll through. Okay, I know there are still a lot of questions to be answered, a lot of messages. Okay, so hopefully as we stream more people know about this stream, they come in, they can ask questions, I can answer directly, so everyone can get their answer straight away, rather than I have to keep consolidating, read every single messages. If I don't reply you on this current chat, feel free to repeat your message, because I want to respond to everyone's messages. Okay, for those of you who DM me, put comment in TikTok, YouTube, that kind, if I don't reply you, not because I don't want to, it's because no time. Instagram, wow, 10 messages, how I one person reply, TikTok, 100 messages, how I reply. Okay, so please forgive me. Okay, I try to consolidate and reply on this stream, and like I said, I hope more people can drop by, then drop your question, I can reply straight away, and I can give you more depth and explanation as well. Okay, so that's all of the stream. Okay, I just quickly run through again, and then we'll call it a day. I just want to say thank you everyone who dropped by, you know, especially all the familiar names, you know, Yav, you know, Josh, I saw you before, you know, in my Maja also, where else? Flaming Snow, good to see you again. Okay, good to see you again. Okay, so thank you so much for dropping by. Okay, we will. What? Okay, we will end the stream now here. Okay, thank you so much for coming by. And then if you have more questions, can let me know. Same thing. Tomorrow stream will start same timing, 9 p.m. Okay, the current schedule is Monday to Thursday, 9 p.m. 1 hour stream. Okay, so tomorrow we will talk more about options as well. Okay, and then we will talk about a bit more on other aspects. Some people want to know about managing finance, so we have a small component on that tomorrow. Okay, so see y'all. Bye bye. Thank you so much. Bye bye. Bye bye. Really happy to see y'all. Thank you so much for coming. Thank you so much for tuning in. Okay.